image is something that a lot of us struggle with. And when we're constantly faced with perfectly airbrushed images, it's hard not to compare ourselves. But learning to love our body for what it is and what it's capable of is one of the best things you can do for your mind. So what about you? Would you say you're happy with your body?
Oh, I'm not unhappy with it, no. Yes, I'm happy with it.
I struggled a lot with my body image when I was younger, so I went to my mum straight away, and she kind of helped with all that kind of stuff.
Be happy with who you are and comfortable in your own skin, your own body. Like, it doesn't really matter. It's not a big thing.
On today's show, Jane straps in for a canine adventure.
I can understand why the dogs have an absolute ball out here.
Shura meets an Aussie helper.
It just keeps me alive, and it's given me new life.
And we feature the beauty of Tasmania.
Happy, happy, happiness.
For one woman, a global movement started by inverting the notion of a before and after photograph.
Usually before and after photographs, there's a woman before and she's overweight and she's very unhappy.
Looks
and
miserable,
then,
yes.
all of that. And then she loses weight and she miraculously becomes happy.
Yes.
So I swapped mine around, wanting to share with people that you can love your body before, after, during, at every stage, at any age. And yeah, I put that out on social media, and it accidentally had 100 million people view it.
And that was just the beginning.
Well, I received over 7,000 emails after I posted that before and after photograph. So there was this level of responsibility that I felt to help people and get back to people. And I very nonchalantly said one day, I'll just make a film. How hard could that be? After I had my 3 children, I ended up hating my body. So I trained hard, and you know what? I'm standing there in my perfect body and I'm not happy. Too much sacrifice, too much time, too much obsession, and it's just not worth it.
The film was Embrace, and a crowdfunding endeavour helped Taryn spread the word globally.
We set out to raise $200,000 for a 60-day campaign and reached that on day 12.
Wow.
And then went on to raise $331,000. You know, having people like Ashton Kutcher and Rosie O'Donnell and Ricky Lake, you know, really putting their power behind it.
The success of the film is largely due to the candid honesty of the people that appear.
Nobody should have to style themselves to fit in with how a magazine looks.
There's amazing women in this film, from Ricky Lake, Jade Beale, a photographer out of Arizona, Renee Aria, Taria Pitt. She's everyone's favourite. And what I'm trying to say with Embrace is do what feels good for you.
Yeah, baby steps too.
It's baby steps and it's balance as well. What is happening is people are making a commitment to loving and learning to embrace their body. Beauty for me is nothing you can actually see.
Yes.
I think beauty is humility and kindness and compassion, and
Amen.
I think we need to kind of change that. I think the global reach of this film really hit home when we released the film in Germany, and 52,000 people on one night came to see the film. So many people were seeing the film and talking about the film and making better choices for themselves.
I don't reckon I've been a day since I was probably 16, 17 without putting makeup on and feeling like every day you have to wake up and put on a mask, or people might think, oh, something's not quite right with her. So after chatting with Taryn, I feel totally inspired to start embracing myself a little more. So to take action, I'm going to start by giving myself an a la naturelle day once a week, starting now.
Many of us are dissatisfied with our bodies. After all, we can't all be as young or beautiful or thin or muscly as many of those that we see in popular media. We can feel better about our bodies if we focus on what they can do for us in our everyday lives. It helps to treat your body well, exercise for fitness, and eat healthily for nourishment rather than to lose weight. It helps to appreciate our full range of strengths and abilities. Neither our bodies nor our lives have to be perfect for us to enjoy a high level of well-being.
For many time-poor dog owners, stimulating the mind and body of your pet can be difficult, but Julie Walter may be able to help.
Well, the most popular thing that I do is take dogs on what I call a half-day epic adventure.
Epic adventures. I love it.
And I take them to the bush, the beach, rainforest, and we just take them out. They get a huge dose of stimulation physically and mentally, and social time as well.
Every day is a different adventure, from the ocean to running tracks, and today, the sights and the smells of our beautiful Australian bush.
I can understand why the dogs have an absolute ball out here. What does it mean for you?
Well, it sort of combines my own personal health and fitness regime, and it also brings a lot of joy to these guys. So I can't think of anything better, to be completely honest, as a job. I come and collect the dogs, and I also bring them home.
That's amazing.
And I'll pick them up and drop them off very tired and very happy.
So there's no reason why anyone's dog can't come and experience this amazing canine adventure. Should we let them have a run?
I think we probably should,
right.
yes.
Yep, let's do it.
Calm Birth is an education program. It works on the connection of the mind and the body and is designed to create a safe, fearless and calm birth experience. Through a short course, expectant parents are prepared mentally, emotionally and physically for their upcoming delivery.
I hadn't really thought a lot about the childbirth part. I was really focused on the pregnancy and getting through that. Looking back, I'd really thought it was the hospital's responsibility to help me through that. And they would let me know what I needed to do and what pain management was required at what time. And then our journey changed and we started our calm birth classes, and it all just made sense that, hold on a second, I'm in control here and my husband can really be a part of it. The things that sort of rang with me really was the breathing. You could slow your breathing down and do just 6 breaths and that was your wave, it was done.
When you're in that active phase, they're usually around a minute to a minute and a half around the end. So, but you forget about that. Yeah. When you're breathing, you don't have any idea how long it's going for. You just think right in and out and count to 10 or however long it is that you're breathing for, and you don't think about how long it is.
I'd asked when I arrived at the hospital for a water birth, and it was just beautiful. Like my whole body just relaxed even more, and the water was, I don't know, rejuvenating almost. The Maeve came within probably 20 minutes of hopping in the bath. It was so special. It was just our time. They just let us be as a little family. Like, I know it's called calm birth, but gosh, it was calm. It was magical, and so many people say to me, oh my gosh, it was full-on birth, and I think that wasn't my experience.
So the main principle is to breathe in through the nose and then out through the nose or mouth. And that's right. And as you're continuing to breathe in that way, just be aware that your shoulders are very relaxed, hips and pelvis are also nice and loose and relaxed. And imagining that in your mind's eye, welcoming your baby into the world. What a beautiful and special day that will be.
It's about being prepared through consultations during pregnancy, helping to develop the calming techniques that you will use.
There's 3 elements to it. Have a mental focus, so whether that be a visualisation or an affirmation, totally relaxing your body to allow that baby to come, and then using the breathing technique. And the more relaxed you are, the easier your birth will be and the more beautiful it will be. That's right.
And your body is going to need some attention as well.
Now, although we need lots of nutrients during this time, there are a couple of my favourites that I just really like to include at this point of your pregnancy. A really, really good quality probiotic that will help not only the baby's immune system and the digestive tract to develop before it comes out, but also help that microbiome that your body will lay down in the birth canal to help that baby as it comes into the world. So magnesium's really great, as the baby will use so much of that for its own growth of bones and muscles, but also your muscles use a lot of that magnesium just to support this last stage of pregnancy. The one other thing that is a beautiful addition in this last trimester is raspberry leaf. Now that will actually help prepare your uterus and also your pelvic floor muscles for the birth. It helps with enhancing circulation and oxygenation to those muscles. So that's a nice easy one. It tastes great, and you can easily have a couple of cups of tea of that raspberry leaf throughout the day in these last couple of weeks.
We often say mental health issues don't discriminate, and I think Brian Egan would agree.
I think my mental health problems started sort of midlife, you know, when we were losing our property. I mean, I ended up, you know, trying to take my life because I couldn't see any future myself at all. I mean, anyone who knows anything about post-traumatic stress disorder knows that it's not something that happens immediately, but all of a sudden you start having these terrible dreams or nightmares and sort of recurring things, and they do give you a fright. And eventually I got admitted to a Veterans Hospital, and Veterans Affairs looked after me in hospital where I was for about 12 months. To me, and to a lot of other people I know, it never goes away. It's always there somewhere in the back of your mind. And really, that's why we started Aussie Helpers, because I got some advice from a psychologist one day when I was in hospital. He explained to me that all the drugs that they were pumping into me would never fix, you know, my problems because mine was too strong. And the advice he gave me was to go out and find somebody worse off than you are and help them.
It was advice that Brian heeded. He focused his attention on the plight of the Aussie farmer and the damning mental health crisis engulfing these families.
2 years later, with our $20, we started Aussie Helpers, and it just keeps me alive, and it's given me a new life. I suppose we've probably helped more than 10,000 farming families over Australia. God knows how many millions of miles we've travelled. We actually talk to these people on their stations. We know what's going on.
The program reaches hundreds of farming families and importantly stays in touch through both good and bad.
And we have luncheons for farmers' wives, and we have a chef that makes them a fantastic luncheon out of local products from that area. We have a psychologist there to talk to them if they have any problems. And look, these ladies go home pretty chuffed because they've had a chance to meet new friends who get things off their chest and things like that.
What do you make of the fact that now mental health is so much at the forefront of people's minds? We're now talking about it.
We have our own psychologists, you know, it's actually called virtual psychologists, and we actually have a system where people can text to a psychologist, and so we can get through to them that way, because men especially have been very reluctant to talk to anyone.
Yeah.
So with this text messaging, we've broken that barrier down.
Brian's experience through his own battles has shaped the way Aussie Helpers assist those in need.
Anyone who knows anything about mental illness knows that a lot of people walk away from you because there's a certain stigma about mental illness, and, you know, as though it's contagious, but it's not really. It's a very private thing, and you're the only one that knows what's going on in your head, and unfortunately it's very hard to communicate. I call it the beast, and it did take my life over, and it controlled me for 3 years. I think it's a privilege to be doing what I'm doing. I mean, this has given me a new life, and that's the whole guts of it, you know.
What is better than a day at the beach? The only problem is parking these days is so expensive. So, thanks to Morris Finance, we're going to do a few random acts of happiness and lighten the load a bit. Pay for people's parking. We're doing random acts of happiness today for people. Genuinely just random, no give or take. It's just, can we do something nice for you?
All right, go on.
What was the day today? What was the celebration?
I'm just picking up my cousin who's in Australia. He's just dropped off. My other cousin lives way away.
There's cousins everywhere.
Yeah. So he's coming to stay with us for a while now.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Well, I hope you had a good day.
We did.
Well, this is hopefully making it even
better.
Good day. Let's have a look at this. $6.
There you go.
All the best.
Thanks, mate.
Don't worry.
See you, Henry. Thanks, guys.
What's the adventure? Just because?
Just a holiday and see my daughter in Tasmania.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, we're here from Brisbane.
Oh, lovely. Well, we'd like to pay for your parking and just, do a random act of happiness for people. If that's okay.
Thank you very much.
All right, well, we'll do that.
Should have stayed longer.
Should have stayed all day, right? Have you been here a while?
About an hour and a bit.
Okay. This is good. Let's have a look. $12. $12. That's beautiful. It's $12 you can use on something else.
It is. I've been lucky because her brother and sister have just come over from Thailand.
Oh, beautiful. So I'll tell you what, we'll lighten the load and you can go and buy your brother and sister a cup of coffee or something like that.
Oh.
Happy with that?
Very happy with that.
All right, let's go and pay for this parking then. Let's have a look.
You see, you come to Australia, everyone take care of you.
Oh.
Wow.
In Thailand, cup and cup.
Welcome to Australia.
Cup and cup.
Cup on cup.
Thank you.
Cup on cup.
Tasmania provides the very essence of happy travels. Whether you're spending time in the capital city or hitting the road and getting slightly more remote. Lake St Clair is around 2.5 hours from Hobart, and the accommodation here is a little quirky, very historic and breathtakingly beautiful. Pretty impressive entrance to a hotel, don't you think? Just a casual 250-metre stroll down the flume and you're at your accommodation. But best of all, it has a rip-roaring fire with my name on it. This incredible structure is the conversion of the 5-storey pump house, and it feels like it is an island unto itself. And this picture window provides the perfect outlook to watch the seasons change before your very eyes. The attention to detail is amazing, as is their focus on relaxation. Talk about luxury. All of this delicious produce is already in your fridge when you arrive, so you don't even have to leave your room. The different approach continues when it's dinner time. A communal dining experience to further enhance your stay, featuring the best produce the region has to offer.
And then we have the Tasmanian wood smoked salmon with capers and creme fraiche. Do help yourself to a little bit more jus there, a little bit of focus, and please do enjoy your meals. Thank
Wonderful,
you.
thank you very much.
Thank you. It's a postcard, every single part of it. And I've been trying to take photos to show, mum and dad and whatever else. You truly cannot put it into a photo.
There is a trend at the moment for cutting out carbs, particularly for weight control. But the trouble is that we're cutting out the good guys along with the bad. So who are the bad guys? Well, these are the carb-rich foods that are too high in refined carbohydrates. So think white flour, far too much added sugar. So biscuits, cakes, confectionery, pastries, white bread, these kinds of foods are the ones that we definitely don't want to be eating too much of. They drive your blood glucose levels too high, they're not delivering fibre, and they're not delivering enough nutrients. On the other hand, we've got the good guys. These are the carbohydrate-rich foods that give you sustained energy throughout the day. They help you to control your blood glucose levels, and they're packed with fibre and nutrients that your body needs to function at its best. So think whole grains, legumes, starchy veggies in their skin. These are essential for good health and well-being. So when it comes to carbohydrates, choose the smart carbs. That's the good guys in appropriate quantities, and you're going to get all the good with none of the bad. Don't be fearful of eating fat, because actually having the right fats in your diet is essential for good health and well-being. They're important for the brain, they're important for slowing down digestion, they're important for absorbing fat-soluble nutrients, and even some antioxidants need some fat to be absorbed. The types of fats that really have been shown to improve longevity and reduce the risk of chronic diseases. So at the heart of it are extra virgin olive oil, and then we have things like avocado, nuts and seeds. Eating a handful of nuts a day can reduce your risk of heart disease by up to 50%. Isn't that extraordinary for just one little group of foods? So remember, it comes down to eating just the right fats in the right quantities.
High blood pressure or hypertension is a really common problem. And although it doesn't very often have any symptoms, we know that it's a significant risk factor for things like heart disease, stroke, kidney disease, and even eye disease. While medication often has to be prescribed for high blood pressure, we know that there's a number of lifestyle changes we can make to help lower our blood pressure. Things like maintaining a healthy weight, exercising regularly, and of course eating a healthy diet can all really assist in lowering and managing our blood pressure.
A big key to feeling happy is accepting and loving yourself exactly how you are. So we should all stop being so hard on ourselves, because there really is some good in there when you have a look. If you want any more information from today's show, just head to our website, destinationhappiness.com. We'll see you next time.
My happy, 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 happiness.